What's up, Clean Impact Team? How is everybody doing out there, man? It is 2026. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everybody's New Year started off well, the way they wanted it to start off. With that being said, there's a lot of people who make plans and goals for the new year, and a lot of people fall off on the first day or the first couple of days just by not, starting off their attacking their goals, or starting off doing whatever it was or whatever it is that they said they were going to do different. You got to start that first day, and that's when people get in a loop of, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, or I'm gonna start there, or I'm gonna start next week, I'm gonna start meal prepping Sunday. Set a boundary for yourself and stick to that boundary, that goal. Stick to that. Tell myself I'm not gonna let myself not do this. I'm going to start on this day. I have to start on this day. When I was the first time when I started working out, I lied to myself, and I told everybody that I couldn't have sugar. So when everybody was like, you want these, or, you know, you want this drink? And I'd be like, nah, I can't eat that. And they'd be like, you can't eat that? You a diabetic or something? And I'm like, no, I just can't eat it. So stuff like that will keep keep your head on straight, keep your vision clear, and tunnel vision focused on your goal. Um, and that's really what I'm talking about today. I'm just gonna give some tips on being remarkable. So it's a new year. You wanna, grow with the company. Tips on growing with the company, or stuff that you could do uh, to grow in the company, is be remarkable. And with being remarkable, do things like help out in a pinch. Whenever somebody needs help, they want you to take a shift. They want somebody to take a shift, or Leanne is looking for somebody to take a shift, or Kirk, or whoever the case may be, and you step up to help out. Do that. You do that. A handful of times. Uh, Take pictures of stuff that we don't normally clean. Show the customer that you are, going above and beyond to keep their place clean and germ free. And they like that because it might be some things that they never even saw and never even thought about. That needs to be clean. And you saw it and you pointed it out and you cleaned it, and it was actually dirty. And like, I appreciate that for you. That's being remarkable. That will elevate yourself. Small deposits. This is a time. It really was yesterday was the time, and the day before that. But this is the time. It's a new year. Put in those small deposits and do what you're supposed to do. And none of this stuff is supposed to be fun. A lot of people cannot bear it because it's boring. That is the number one reason why people cannot achieve certain things that they want to achieve, because they cannot stress the fact that it's so boring. It's normal. It's like there's no excitement in it, and it's not supposed to be. That's why a lot of people tend to get stuck and stay where they're at, because they're content with a certain way that they are doing things, and that's fine. But for the people who want more for themselves, you're gonna have to go through boredom. You're gonna have to go through boring. It's gonna be boring. It's not fun, and it's not easy. It's not easy. Being remarkable isn't easy. Being the best isn't easy. None of this is easy. Claiming and lying and thinking that you're the best is easy, and when you're really not. It's cool to think highly of yourself, by the way. But claiming that you're the best and you're not really not putting out the best performance, I mean, it's not going to get you nowhere. You know, Everybody wants it quick. Sit down, grind, be remarkable. Do things that you think outside the box. Wow your customers. Think of things that are not on the list. when it comes to um, doing a little extra, to make the customer happy. Show people that you are the one. You are resilient. You are remarkable. And that doesn't mean going all out and doing all this and all that. A lot of people get it, misconstrued, and that's not the case. The turtle wins the race. You think watching a turtle versus, the hare, and you think the people watching the turtle enjoyed it? No, that wasn't. It wasn't. It was boring. But what happened? He ended up winning versus watching the hare. So keep that in mind this year. Be remarkable. Discipline is the theme. I want to see what is the theme of this year's goal setting, goal getting, goal catching. What is the theme of you achieving your goals? Mine is discipline. I feel like it should be discipline for everybody. Discipline will take you a long way. Just like defense. This is my last analogy. In basketball, defense is boring. It doesn't get looked at as exciting. But when it happens, when it actually happens and it's like, oh, it actually worked, it electrifies everybody. Let's be remarkable this year. Everybody, let's grind and keep going to the top. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good weekend.